I had a parent that would go out to the weekend like drinking all the time, then I'd want to be like, oh, that looks cool, I'm going to go do that.
If a child sees their parents drink, then it would influence them to start drinking, because I think that their parents will be a role model and they would see it as normal.
If they know that they do drink and that they're not going to stop, then they should like make them do it in the house and stuff like that and make it controlled, not out on the streets.
They just drinking outside, I think like you don't have that security that you have when you're at home. So if you're drinking at home, then obviously like you can get to that point where you just crash out and then go to sleep wherever you are. But if you're outside, obviously you still got to find that real home.
If the parent is open to drinking and accepts that their kid might, then the kid might not see it as a forbidden issue.
Of course, it's parents' responsibility is to stop their children from drinking and getting into bad habits. But obviously, if you stop them from drinking, it's gonna lead them to more to wanting to drink. So if you once in a while you let them drink, at least have experience. They say experience is the best teacher. So if you just keep telling them, they just get fed up with that talk. So once in a while, I think you should just let them have experience and see for themselves. Be hurt once in a while and think about it. This isn't what I want.
Yeah, I think they fight more when they're drinking. If you're in a relationship, I think, and you're drinking, it can affect arguments and stuff like that. You can't think straight if you're having an argument with someone when they're drinking.
One of the biggest violence increase in this country is domestic violence. Couples breaking up because of alcohol.
It's on TV quite a lot all the time, and they're all quite very well crafted.
On the TV, it's not as much, but I probably see that one every single day.
It's advertising. It's supposed to make you want to buy it and make you want to drink it.
Some of the advertising that the alcohol companies do, it's colourful and it's funny, so it attracts younger people more.
Maybe if they advertise with more of the effects instead of advertising alcohol, maybe they could put a little bit at the end saying what could happen if young people do drink. And
like on cigarette packs.
Yeah, put it on bottles instead.
They could maybe do that, and less people would be open to the biased media.
Peer pressure influences people drinking alcohol, because if you see all your friends doing it and you're there by yourself and you're not drinking, it's gonna make you, and they're they kind of encourage you to drink as well, have some of mine and things like that. I've never really come across people forcing people to drink, but maybe peer pressure is that you see your friend drinking, then you want to do it as well. It's not really someone telling you to drink, but you've seen them do it and you want to do it as well. So kind of, yeah, it's more people following other people, not being pressured into doing it.
The thing that teenagers really want is to be in the crowd and to just be noticed and things like that. I mean, some teenagers don't want that, it's okay, but most teenagers do it, and if their friends are drinking, it's kind of a cool thing, everyone wants to do it. So if you don't do it, people kind of oh, that's not cool. Peer pressure is one of the reasons, but I think you should always be able to know how to stand up to yourself and say no, because if you really feel strongly against it, or you don't want, and you know it's wrong, then you should feel strong enough to actually say no about it.
The government doesn't really tackle the issue about drinking and young people drinking, and I think that what they should do is that they should do more schemes like this, workshops to talk about drinking.
Maybe if they advertise with more of the effects instead of advertising alcohol, maybe they could put a little bit at the end saying what could happen if young people do drink.
It's advertising. It's supposed to make you want to buy it and make you want to drink it.
When you're drunk, because your brain's not working properly, you put yourself into serious danger.
If they see your child drinking, not only will your child be punished or something, their parents should have consequences as well.